I figured that I'd pop on today and I would just see if anyone needs like a message, they need anything. If not, then I'll probably just pull like a few elemental or collective spreads for you guys. You guys have been so good to me lately, getting me stuff off my wish list and getting me new decks, and you guys have just been like really showing me lots of love, and I'm very appreciative of it. So I wanted to come on today since I'm done with the weekly readings for the week. I just finished Aquarius, just went up, and then I just finished Leo's reading, which goes up later tonight, that I would come on and kind of pay it forward and show you guys like a little bit extra love. So we'll hang out for a minute and we'll see if any of the bees roll in. If you guys have any questions or if you need something, I am here. If not, I'll pull like a few little collective spreads or something like that. Hi, Dana. Hi, my baby. Hey, Brooke. How you doing, girl? How you living? I loved your energy work video. I think you posted it yesterday, the day before, Brooke, with you outside. I was like, look at this girl go. Very fun stuff. Dana, and I haven't seen you around so much, Dana. You must be busy. But I've noticed you've been posting a lot more on your channel, which is very nice to see. Everyone has to go check out the Pink Peony Oracle and the Empress of Duality. It's fabulous women. Fabulous women. But I have all the monthly readings done for you guys, all the weeklies. Leo is the last one. That goes up at like 6 p.m. EST. Of course, Dana girl, always there for the Leo readings. Your weekly reading tied in very nicely to your monthly reading as well. Playing with spirit. Oh my god, I know. And you in the forest, like, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh good, I'm glad you're traveling. You deserve it. You gotta go out there and have fun while you can. You gotta be young. Do the thing. Yep, always showing up for the Leo readings. It's good. It means your internal compass is set to true north. But yeah, everyone's been so nice, sending me stuff off of my wish list. So nice. Haley sent me, what's it called? I can't see it, but like the Natural Wilderness Spirit Tarot deck, and she sent me the Hush Tarot, which I'm loving this Hush Tarot deck. And she sent me this sweet poster that like I'm loving so much. And Ariel sent me an air diffuser, and Corey from Founders of Light sent me the Elemental Oracle, and Carrie from Uppercase, she sent me the High Priestess Oracle. You guys just like spoiling me rotten this past week or two, and I really appreciate it. So I just want to come on and hang out a little bit, and pull some cards, have a little fun. Hey Eve. You just tell me what you want to know, girl, and I'll pull it for you. That's all. The bees are buzzing in. The bees are buzzing in. Page of Cups. I'm in a very Page of Cups mood. Hi, Carrie. Hi. I'm seeing a lot of ducks. Yeah, they're still there. I'm seeing ducks today, which is really funny in the yard. I never have seen ducks out here, but these two ducks have been hanging out all day, which are apparently symbolic of like fidelity and like marriage, and so I don't know. Maybe it's a good omen for me. Maybe it's a good omen for us. So I'm gonna pray, y'all, as I do. I'm gonna say a prayer and then we'll hang out. And if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to pull cards on, we'll hang out for a little while, pull some cards, and we'll see what's going on. Very good? Very good. Father God, thank you for bringing me and the bees in today. I ask that you give me wisdom, clarity, and discernment to deliver these messages accurately for their highest of love, light, alignment, and assignment. We praise you, we love you, we thank you always. We give you all the glory and the honor for these messages. To the utmost high, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen, y'all. Come on through, Jesus. Really very interesting energies over the course of the week. The Taurus reading that I had done about necessary sacrifices in order to meet like end goals and ambitions, that's been coming through in a lot of the readings, and everyone is a little bit frustrated because everyone's in a little bit of like a holding pattern, but There is a lot of fractioning of the old and the new timelines as well. And so a lot of the discomfort is what that is. It's like aspects of yourself that were still resonating with the old timeline, basically kind of like dying off, right? Which is rough and a little disgusting and very uncomfortable. But I keep reminding everyone that we had the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and then retrograde has been going on, and then we just had the Gemini solar eclipse. So it's a lot of squeezing. It's a lot of squeezing, and not in like the fun way. It's like when you're little and you go to like your grandma's house and everyone's squeezing you, and it's like, it's all love. It's like, it's all for your good, but they're pinching your cheeks and you're just like, ugh, get off me. It's a little bit of that energy. It's a little bit of that energy. So if no one's got a question yet, then we'll just pull a couple cards and see what they want to be talking to us about today. I don't know. Leo had a wild reading. Dana, girl, you got a crazy ass reading. Here we go. King of Wands. Making preparations, planning. This is a little bit that like holding energy, because this is pre-emperor energy. So part of the pressure, it's like birthing pains. It's like almost there. It's like we're almost there. Like we're almost at the promotion. Like we're almost upgraded. Like we're almost being able to actually see a lot of these fruits of our labor kind of start trickling in a little bit. And it's very like rooster, right? It's like when the rooster crows. And it's funny because I keep saying like cock. Like, like I think everyone's thinking like spirits just being like a real pain in the ass is how I'm gonna put that nicely. But they're talking about like the rooster crowing, like early in the morning. There might be good news coming for some of you guys, like very early in the morning, like you wake up and you check your phone and there's something like exciting there. Sometimes that happens to me. I'll like wake up and I'll like have new patrons, or like there'll be something fun going on and I'm like, wow, like start the day off like really good. But that could also be very symbolic of like a new morning, like a new day, like a new, do you know what I mean? Hi, Mercedes. Thanks, Nicole. I made it this morning. I saw some girl on TikTok make a shirt like this. And so I took a pair of scissors this morning and I made a shirt like this. Very resourceful. Queen of the crop tops. Let's see. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Kind of looks like he's standing on like a dried out honeycomb, too. Did you see that? It's funny because he wants to come out in reverse, but he should rightfully be upright. Because the Page of Cups, it's like, it's very much of like an admirable energy. It's like having a lot of admiration for someone, feeling like really sweet, like being kind of, there's like curious, there's like a curiosity sort of energy as well. But there is a little bit of this shadow aspect of feeling a little resentful that some of us were not able to make honey out of some of the situations that we really wanted to. So it's the idea of like being really excited that like you can sense and know that something good is coming in for you, but at the same time like feeling like a little bit of a chip on the shoulder that like some of the stuff that like we picked for ourselves or like we wanted, that's not the stuff that's coming into fruition. But that also comes down to faith and trust, like trust that the divine really does know like what you want and can pick better for you sometimes than like you can pick for yourself, which is hard because in society with other people, we're always saying, you know, it's like, I know what's best for me. Like, you don't get to tell me what's right for me, but it's different when it comes to creation because you are an extension of creation. So it knows things about you that you don't even realize about yourself. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. So try and keep an open mind and an open heart at the same time. Aw, Garrett. Hi, Garrett. You're becoming a regular old bee over here. We love to see it. We love to see it. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Don't try and take the attitude of, well, if I can't have it my way, I don't want it at all. Like, imagine if you were really hungry and someone offers you a plate of food and it wasn't what you wanted to eat. Would you still let yourself starve? Right? It's like, you don't know. You don't know. Like, don't be stubborn. Talk to me, girl. What does Spirit want me to know about what's going on with your sister? If you don't mind, would love an objective view. Yeah, let's see. Sisters. Sisters are always complicated. I know. I got a couple. Are you guys talking a lot? Because we're going... So I don't know if you guys are not, like, talking a lot, or she's not sharing any information with you. She's keeping something from you. It's hard to keep information from a psychic, though. She's an Aries. It's hard to keep secrets from a psychic. The Emperor. The Emperor. She got a new boo? She have a boo? There's a lot of people at the bottom of this card, so it feels like almost like middlemen. Like there's a lot of middlemen to like get to her. There's like a lot of voices, maybe like in her ear. That is Aries energy though, right there. She might trust like other people's opinions more than she trusts her own opinion and intuition, because this crow kind of feels like caught a little bit, right? It feels like it should almost be like a golden snitch. Like it should be able to go like right through this hoop, but it feels like it's getting caught a little bit in other people, almost like politics, like caught in other people's like opinions and their emotions, like what they want, putting that at like a higher caliber than like what she wants or how she feels. Kind of like people pleaser energy. She's coming through as the Emperor though. So it's like not really utilizing all of her power as she should. Justice in reverse. Yeah, there's something unfair. Doing a disservice to herself. By trying to like placate or please other people, she's doing a disservice to herself. She's creating more imbalance. She won't talk to anybody else. She's even in the hospital and won't reach out. I have a feeling of what's going on, but drugs and thoughts are how to get through to her. Judgment in reverse. Bad judgment calls. It's like she trusted someone that she shouldn't have trusted. Four of Pentacles, yeah. She doesn't want to admit to it though. It's almost like I don't want to hear anybody say like I told you so. It's that kind of energy. Kind of like caught a little bit in a web and would rather sit in a bad decision, like sit in a web, than have anyone tell her that like they tried to warn her or like it's a pride thing. The Emperor also does come through a lot with pride. The Moon, she might not realize that it's pride though. There's also this sense of not realizing that the people that help her get into trouble are not going to be the same people that are going to help get her out of trouble. Does that make sense? Hi, Fadi. Sheila, hi. The Hangman, yeah. Stuck. It's hiding. Look at her. And the mouth is covered. It's like this mouthpiece is covered. And all caught up. Trying to untangle herself. But there is like a weakness, like weak of like energy. Like not enough like sustenance, like not enough nutrients, like malnourished kind of energy as well. Dependent on the people that help her get sick. But again, it's a pride thing. I don't actually feel like if she were to talk to you guys or come forward, I don't feel like you guys would give her shit for it or you would judge her or anything. Like you would just want to help her and make sure that she's okay. But again, it's like a pride thing. She's perceiving that you would judge her because she judges herself. Five of Wands. Competition. And this little snake? She might be hard on herself for potentially not like having what you have or having what other people have, right? Like, I'm not the special one. I don't have like the gifts. Like, I don't have my shit together, right? Like feeling like a little bit like that, even if that's not even a big deal. Like, even if that's not even true, like even if that's not even a point of contention, it is for her. That's part of the pride thing. That's part of the pride thing. Not wanting anyone to, like, rub her nose in it, like, oh, I'm still, like, the screw up, like, I'm still the one that, like, can't get my stuff together, like, it's that kind of thing. Sheila. It's the Hush Tarot. Haley just got it for me off of my, my wish list. I'm loving it. There is something about that. Ten of Swords in reverse, though. She doesn't want to feel like that. She doesn't want to feel like she's, like, in competition with anyone around her. But it just has to do with, like, low self-esteem. Page of Pentacles. She wants to learn how to do things in a new way. The Eight of Cups. Walk away from whatever the fuck got her into this. But she lacks agency and mobility, which requires her to put her pride aside and ask who is a solid support system, who does have their shit together, for help. But it would require her to, again, not put herself in competition with the people that actually need to help her. Knight of Swords, though. She knows that you speak the truth. What can you do about it, though? What do they want you to do about it? It's Death in reverse. So that talks about, like, finality. There's almost like a putting the foot down kind of energy. 6, 7, 8. Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there is this idea of, like, kind of putting your foot down and be like, listen, like, you need help. You need our help. Just accept the help. Just accept the help. Stop projecting. Stop. It doesn't matter. Whatever you think about me or you think about us in your head, it doesn't matter. The main thing is, like, getting you good. Like, getting you right again. It is a little bit of that, like, tough love kind of energy. Queen of Swords, yeah. To speak truth. You have to speak truth. And, you know, the fact that she's naked on this card, too, talks about a lot about being vulnerable as well. It's that whole thing of, you need help, so stop getting in your own way. Like, I've been in your position before. Like, I've had so many struggles. Like, you've seen how, you've seen what it took to get me to where I am today. Like, I understand. I don't judge you. I just love you, and I want to help you. Like, it's taking that kind of approach. Yeah, just go a little, you got to go a little tough love. And the Queen of Wands, too. So do it confidently, because you know, right? It's like, if you were in that situation, imagine what you would want someone to say to you, which is like a little bit of that tough love, like wake-up call kind of energy, but at the same time, also very understanding and empathetic. I give a shit because I went through that. And had I had a version of me to help me through that, it would have been a lot easier for me. So do it, right? It's that kind of thing. With the Sun. Look, at the Sun at the top of the deck. So that looks like it'll go well, and it'll bring in healing, and it'll start the process of recovery. Yeah, beautiful. With the Three of Wands, the preparation of healing and recovery. That's awesome. Good. That makes me happy. Good, good. We'll definitely all be sending prayers and love to you and your sister. Victoria, hi. We love the Sun. We love to see the Sun as a final card. I learned there is a secret being hidden from me. Apparently the truth is going to be revealed, but can you tell me anything more about it? You're nervous. Don't be nervous. So often when it's like a secret is going to be revealed, a lot of times it is usually just like a piece of your blueprint, or like sometimes it could be a piece of information from your past life. Like it could, do you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's usually not something to be nervous about, or it's like the thing that you've been waiting for, but you don't really like know what it is, but you feel like it's going to be like a good thing. And like, that seems to be like, right. Sometimes we always associate like secrets with like malice, and it's not always, but we'll see. We'll see. What's the secret? What's the secret? Queen of Swords in reverse. So yeah, that, that talks about not totally having clarity. It feels like, I know there's a female on the card, but energy and gender is fluid, but it feels like an actual female energy. Someone pregnant? Six of Swords in reverse. Not transitioning? Did you have plans with someone? Like to move or to go somewhere or to do something, like, there is there's like a pregnancy energy there. Like someone is pregnant and now they can't go somewhere, or they can't move in, or they can't go to school. Like they can't, like, because the Six of Swords in reverse, a lot of times it talks about like not being able to leave a situation or retreat, like something like that. There's something happened, but it doesn't totally feel like it like affects you in a very strong way. Does that make sense? Like you're kind of like on the outskirts of it. It's like someone else's almost like tower moment. It's like someone else's kind of issue, and like you're connected to that person, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it touches you that much. It's someone else's secret. It's not like your secret. It may just potentially alter plans that you're having. Five of Cups in reverse though, so that's coming out of regret. That's coming out of remorse. It's kind of like a blessing in disguise energy. Like something you think is like gonna be like a big problem. Like, oh, I can't move, I can't like, but it actually ends up being good for you. Temperance, yeah, it's actually a balancing situation. It's whatever's coming out is a blessing in disguise. Even if your sister or one of your friends, like something about like maybe but pregnancy is also can be symbolic of like a new birth, like a new aspect, like a new idea, a new phase in your life. You can change directions. Like, so it doesn't always have to mean like literal birth. There's a lot of fertility energy. And the Three of Wands in reverse. So somehow it's disrupting plans that were already made. A path, a plan. We already, this is where we're going. It just, somehow it disrupts that because, again, it's right underneath the Six of Swords. So it's preventing movement in a direction that was already determined, but which could be upsetting, but somehow that actually brings in balance. And the Ace of Cups. So this is moving, flying out of old dead situations and being gifted with an opportunity to receive new gifts from the divine. So, and the Two of Pentacles, again, right over Temperance. So whatever this is, it is balancing the situation out. But the Three of Pentacles is in reverse at the top too. So it might be like a solo kind of mission. So I'm wondering, that's interesting. Ace of Swords though. So you'll know soon. Ace of Swords on the split. You'll know soon, whatever it is. Hi, Septina. Hey, girl. Look, we got all the ladies and Garrett. We got Garrett and all the ladies. We should have like an episode of The Bachelor right now. Yeah, let me know. I'm nosy. I'm nosy as fuck. Let me know. I feel like someone else asked something. That was my hunch. Hold on, I think I missed something. Batty, here we go. I was like, someone has to ask me something. My brother-in-law was wrongly convicted because of his business partner's scheme. Do your guys think he's going to be released from injustice? His wife, my sister, and his sons. Is he allowed? Oh, that's so terrible. I'm so sorry. That's such a shitty situation. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay. Well, we'll do this real simply. I'll ask yes or no. I'll pull a card for yes or no, and then I'll pull a card to see, like, a timeline. Aw, thanks, Patora. You're so sweet. So, will Fadi's brother-in-law be released soon? Yes or no? The Sun card and or the Empress card is a yes. The Emperor and the Moon card are a no. That's how I do yes or no's. Couple more shuffles. And then I'll pull a card for the date, because you can kind of determine time by the elements on the cards. A couple more. I feel like Rob always does these. I've never really done these before. I usually come on and I do like the collective coffees or like the elements or whatever it may be, but One more. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. So the Sun, first card at the bottom of the deck. So that's a yes. I'd like to keep going. I like to get a confirmation for what I got, because sometimes it's like a yes, but. So we need the Empress for a yes. A confirmation of the yes. They just said, do you really need confirmation, Lauren? Yes, I do. The Emperor. That's a yes, but. Yes, but it may not be that soon. So let's see. Okay, well, they just pulled the Empress. So, okay, so it is yes. So it will be released relatively soon. But soon is kind of... Soon isn't very specific. So let's see if we can get an element. Ouch. Swords talks about days, because air moves quickly. Fire talks about weeks, because it burns a little bit slower. Water talks about months, think like the moon cycle. And Pentacles talks about years. Okay, Cups. 2 of Cups. So 2 months, perhaps. So in the next few months, maybe by like the end of the summer. And then the World card, completion, beautiful. So yeah, it looks like within like the next 2 months or so, the next couple months, perhaps by the end of the summer. Especially because this World card has like a lot of harvest energy, which would be like Libra, Virgo season, and that will bring it all to completion. So that's good. That's good news. That's really good news. Just make sure you, or he, or they, make sure everyone stays on top of the phone calls and the paperwork and all that stuff. It's still retrograde energy, so make sure you're double looking paperwork, or they're double looking T's, dot and I's, all that kind of stuff. Stephanie, I'm trying to pick between 2 people that I'm dating. You silver-tongued devil, you. You're welcome. Oh, he's a Libra? Oh, that's wonderful. I love a Libra. Oh, Tori, what's going on with Tori? Come here, girl. Soul Explorer, hi. Hi. Okay, Tori, I see you, girl. They're saying sooner than you think, but you have to make sure to take care of yourself. They're also showing me things like bathtubs, like stuff like that. Make sure you're like being extra like sweet and gentle to yourself, like extra self-care, like stuff like that. They're showing me a beet. They're showing me beets. Like the vegetable beets. I don't know like what the symbolism or what the like nutritional benefits are of beets are, but they're showing me beets. I don't know if you like beets. I don't like beets. It's also a root vegetable though. Whoa. Clarity. You're going to start feeling, like I said, you're going to start feeling better sooner than you think. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, and just make sure you're being really nice to yourself, because when you go through treatments like that, it's really hard on your body. So they're good for anemia. Thank you. It can be really hard on your body. So just make sure you're being nice to yourself. Like, it can be very easy if your body doesn't feel as strong, or you feel kind of weak, or it doesn't look entirely the same as it did, just to be really gentle on yourself. Because I'm just seeing things like the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords, but more than the elements, it's the body language in the cards, like the kind of hiding yourself, like covering yourself up, like that kind of thing. Just be really sweet to yourself. Like do you know what I mean? Because I see like the Strength cards in reverse. Be sweet to yourself. Know that it's going to take you some time to get back to feeling more normal, right? Like everything will come back. Like your radiance, your strength, like your energy, like all that stuff, it will come back to you, but allow it to come back as it's supposed to. Don't beat yourself up. Don't do that, right? See yourself, Moon in reverse, see yourself clearly for like the warrior and the survivor and the fucking thriver that you are, okay? Just be really nice to yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's flowers. If you can, plant some flowers. Get some like plants in your house. If you have the energy, like a farmer's market, like spend some time in nature, because again, with the beets, it's like that deep red color. So I think that also talks a lot about like your root chakra, like doing some grounding energy, like the healing of Mother Earth. Like I think Rob keeps saying like ass to grass, right? Like sit down, like in the grass, like allow Mother Earth to kind of pull things from you and transmute it for you to help keep you grounded and feel that like overwhelming love that the benevolent universe and like the good God like gives to us. Do you know what I mean? I've been getting flowers for back porch. Yeah, do that kind of stuff. It's gonna help you transmute a lot of the energy, and it's gonna keep you grounded, and it's good to be surrounded by beautiful things, right? Because you are beautiful, and to remind yourself of that, right? And anything that you're still healing from and going through, just remind yourself that a lot of people would not be able to carry themselves still with so much light and hope and enthusiasm for the future. And so make sure that you celebrate yourself, okay? And we're all sending you love. Somebody call me Dr. B. Somebody call me Dr. B. This is not professional medical advice, but they just said have some beets. Hi, Kelly. I was hoping just a few days ago that you would do one of these lives soon. Oh, good. See, you summoned me. You summoned me. Hi, LJ. They're good for hormone regulation. I don't have to understand what beets mean because we got some nutritionists in the chat today. Hi, Didi. Didi, you've been killing it on TikTok. I've been seeing all your videos. You've been doing such a good job. I am so proud of you. Every time I see one of your TikToks pop up with the major, I'm so proud of you. You're doing such a good job. I'm so excited every time I see them. I'm like, yes, Didi's doing it. Beets are good in protein shakes. Flowers emit great healing energy. Absolutely. But my friend just mowed the lawn, so I don't want to start sneezing up a storm, so you can't go outside. Poor girl. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes the masks are good for stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Carrie. You're so sweet. Thank you. And thank you, Brooke. I saw that come up on PayPal. Thank you. You guys are so sweet to me. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Feel like my boyfriend acts really weird and hiding something about his life with his kids. Because he wants me in his life but keeps me away from his kids. Like I'm some kind of threat. Interesting. So obviously no one's speaking as my throat chakra goes off. Oh, Morocco. That's so fun. Hey, if I ever go to Morocco, I'm gonna hit you up. Hey, Cindy. He's not speaking something. This is not psychic tarot advice. This is someone, I helped my sister raise 4 kids. And and I know I'm friends with a lot of single parents. It's hard with kids. It's hard with kids. Sometimes there's like a very long waiting period. A lot of people wait a very long time before they start introducing and incorporating a partner into their lives with their children, because children get very attached. And so that could be part of it. That is just me as an individual in my experience, the way I was raised. My mom was a single mom, like, so that might not totally be like as sketchy as you're thinking. We will look into it. Hi, Green Goddess. Yes, we're sending prayers to Tori. We're sending prayers to Brooke. We got a prayerful group today. That's what I like to say. Holy Spirit is moving in here. But let's see. I'm also hearing, Lisa, don't read too much into it. Don't overthink it. And with Mercury retrograde, there's a lot of room for miscommunication as well. So don't read like too much into it. He may also be working out like logistics. I don't know what the deal is like with his ex, but like he may be wanting to introduce you to them and like incorporate you in your life, but like she may be wanting there to be like more time of you guys being together as like a solid cut. Like it feels like there's something like that going on, and he might not want to express that to you to like offend you, make you feel like, oh, my ex doesn't want you around the kids, when like really she needs to get comfortable with it too, because like they're her kid. Like it feels like it's more something like that, to like give it like a little bit of time, because it feels like he's working out stuff like on the back end, and he's trying to save you like a bit of a headache. Bye, Brooke. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Tell Danny I said hi. If you guys haven't, make sure you go check out Brooke's channel, Empress of Duality. She's one of very few twin flames that are actually in union. And her husband, Danny from Northern Comfort Light, she does really amazing healings and live streams, and she's like absurdly gifted. It's out of control. The Moon card. The situation is also being overseen by the divine right now with this eye in the middle of the moon. Interesting. I don't know what your human design type is, but I believe it's either projectors or reflectors. It might be reflectors. They need to wait like a full lunar cycle before they make like really drastic decisions. So either you or perhaps your partner or his ex might be like a reflector human design energy type, and they're waiting like a full lunar cycle. Like, let's give it another month and like let's see how it goes, and then we'll start incorporating her into their lives more. Like it's that kind of energy. The Knight of Wands. You want to rush in though. I see you, girl. And Strength. Yeah, I think you're right. You're definitely wanting to like rush in, but the Strength card is coming out, so it's kind of saying, hey, like, stand strong, stand your ground, like, just wait it out. Like, don't make any impulsive decisions. Don't allow your ego or your shadow to project suspicion or negative outcome, anything like that, because again, the situation is being overlooked by the divine. If something is truly up, there will be confirmations of that, but it seems like he's probably working out logistics with his ex around the kids, because it also involves her and what she's comfortable with in regards to her children and who's around them. So don't take it so personally. Don't overthink it. Give it like a lunar cycle. Give it like another month, and if you're still feeling funny about it, we can readdress it. But that seems to be the advice right now, especially, again, to reiterate, all of these retrograde energies. You don't want to, now is like a really good time to like put your foot in your mouth. So I would wait it out a little bit. Oh, chat's getting away from me. Chat's getting away from me. I've been dating for a year and a half, and he knows I am a good mom. It depends though. You never know with people. You know what I mean? Some people, it's like, they like to keep it separate. So just give it Give it a lunar cycle. Give it another month. And if you're still feeling kind of funny, then you can move from there. But it feels like there's a lot of stuff happening in the background that you don't know about. But it doesn't feel like sketchy, like ominous. It feels like logistics that are being worked out. For all you know, he could be like going to bat for you with his ex over that. You know, it could be that kind of thing. I'm single with no kids and it's hard. Sorry, I've been single as a Pringle for a long time. It's all right. Hey, LJ, what did she say? P. Hi. How can we get a question answered? You just have to ask it, love. You'll be fine, baby. You'll be fine. Is there a list? Can you skip the line for donating? Aw, thank you, Kelly. Oh, the chat's getting away. How does Rob do this? This is hard. This is hard to keep up with everything. How does Rob do this? You just have to ask the question, Pete. That's all. Soul Explorer. You summoned me. Yeah, you summoned me. I'd like to know just generally what energies are coming towards me in the near future and if there's anything in particular I should focus on. Sure. And Green Goddess, I don't even have to pull cards for that. The answer to that is yes. I don't even have to pull cards for that. Absolutely. He's always there. Like, he's not one of your, like your guides, like your regular spirit guides, like, but he's one of your guardian angels, right? So it's like, oh, and there's those birds. Almost like a sparrow. Like a sparrow. Like, they're showing me like a, kind of like a gray or like a beigey kind of bird. I don't know if it's exactly a sparrow, but it's something like that. They're bringing in from the left side. From the left side. The other thing about taking silly things and leaving silly things. I don't know if he leaves you like coins or like there's something about like something silly, like I don't know, like a stop, like something like non-consequential will like go missing and then you'll find something silly, like a coin or like a button, like something, like there's something like that, kind of like silly, like almost like a little like mischievous and like a little bit of like just like a practical joker kind of way. Practical joker kind of way. Come back. I lost you. So I'd like to know generally what the energy is coming towards you in the near future and if there's anything in particular you should focus on. Sure. Let's see. Let's see. Smell garlic. I'm hearing something, savor the moment, savor the moment. Ooh, the lovers. Okay. Card of Gemini. Happy Gemini season. Happy birthday, Gemini. Savor the moment. And then the lovers card. Well, that's nice to come towards you. Okay. Okay, I'll take this card. Coming out of the Five of Wands. So coming out of competition. Conflict. Is it a reunion of sorts? This could be like a fuller embodiment of like self-love, like union between your own energies, but it does feel like there's someone else. So it could be romantic if you are single as a Pringle, like a lot of us. But it could also be like friends, family, soul tribe. Justice in reverse. So it seems like you're coming out of a period of time where things weren't going your way. And there's something about like something like nice coming in that is going to go your way, and to savor that moment. Because sometimes if a blessing comes in, we like rush. We're like, oh, we're excited. And then we're like, well, what's next? And what's next? And what's next? There's something about like sitting and savoring it, not rushing to the next thing. Hey, Patrick, not rushing to the next thing. See, it's like they're really like enjoying themselves. Like has a flute. It's like, Feels like you're coming out of a period that was, I don't know if it was unfair, but it felt maybe a little bit unfair to you. Competition, like maybe you felt like a little overlooked for some things, like some projects, or people were maybe treating you like a little bit of like an option. People weren't sure if they wanted to like date you or go into business with you, like something like that. But Gemini is a card of choice, so you're being chosen for something coming forward. Sometimes we go through situations that feel really like unfair and unjustified, but if we're aware of the weight of a blessing that was coming towards us, we would realize that the opposing energy that we faced beforehand, right, wasn't actually so unfair. The Fool in reverse. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, because you might, because of whatever you just came out of, when this comes in for you, you might think that it's like a trick or like a trap or like the rug, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a you gotcha, the rug's gonna get pulled out from underneath you. Don't do that. Don't think yourself out of your blessings. Don't do that. Savor the moment. Because look, you have the Queen of Pentacles right here, which is like a really solid and a really stable energy. She knows how to nurture other people, and she knows how to nurture herself as well. Eight of Swords, yeah. Allow yourself to stay grounded and centered. Don't think yourself out of your blessings. Don't do that. 10 of Wands in reverse. Don't overburden yourself. Don't think yourself out of your blessings. Look, you just 6 of Wands on the split. That's success and that's victory. So there's good things. There are rights coming in for you that are going to balance out any wrongs that you had to deal with. So, and as I said that, 2 ducks just flew across the yard, across my window. Scared the shit out of me. Yeah, so don't, it's not a trick. It's not a trap. It is not a drill. So that's good. That's exciting. And focus on staying grounded. Whoa. I'm losing the chat. I don't know how Rob does this. Oh, man. I need to summon him. I need to summon him so he can help me. P. What is Scorpio currently thinking about you? Okay. Green Goddess. I just heard, tell her I'm here, damn it. It's like, are you stubborn? Are you a stubborn person? How many times do I gotta tell you? I'm here. That's funny. That's funny. All right, let's see P. What is Scorpio thinking about P? King of Pentacles. So they think you have your shit together. They see you as very generous, loyal, stable. You're able to handle a lot of stuff too. Like, it's very multitasking energy. They may see you as being very busy, but like able to handle it all. There's also something about knowing when to turn in like a bad hand, knowing when to turn in, because you see this eagle, and then like in this skull, this almost looks like a cuckoo clock, and because there's a skull in it, it's like knowing when a situation is like too cuckoo, or like knowing when a situation is like past due, or like when to turn in a shitty hand, like that kind of thing. It is a little bit of like a methodical energy. Like, if you're not going to bring something to the table, then, like, I'm out. But, like, very, like, loyal and, like, dependable. Very generous with your energy, provided that no one is trying to take advantage of it. So stubborn, so funny. And then you have the Chariot coming out. So that's really amazing. Carousels. Oh, that's a personal thing, but that's freaking me out. But But the Chariot, that's successfully moving forward. So they also see you as very like abundant and successful. There also is like a sense of like a whimsical kind of nature with this energy as well. So they might see you as very kind of, like the word coy is coming, like kind of coy, like kind of like flirty, like that kind of energy. That's funny. Five of Cups. Do you play it safe a lot? That's a card of regret. I'm wondering if they think that maybe you need to have like a little bit more fun. Like you're so professionally focused, you're so career oriented, so like ambitious that sometimes you like miss out on opportunities to like go out and like have fun. Like you play it like really safe sometimes. You play it really safe sometimes. Yeah, because I see the High Priestess in reverse. So you might not listen to you might talk yourself out of your own like intuitive like desires or like guidings, because like logically they don't make sense. Like, oh, I might get in trouble. Oh, I might get set back. Oh, that might be a bad idea. So there is something about that as well. Nine of Wands too, which is a little bit of like a defensive, like a wounded warrior. It's like a little bit like, what do you want with me? Like if someone proves themselves, you're like all in, but it's like, So they might see you as like a little bit guarded, and like you need to have like a little bit of like fun. You need to have a little bit of fun, but they do see you as very successful. I see strength. They see you as very successful and abundant, and you're definitely going places. So, I mean, it's all good things. They might just wish you, like, let your guard down a little bit. You know what I mean? So, it's summertime. Go and have some fun. My whole summer is, like, basically, like, the Taurus reading I just did. That's for this past week. So, that's me this summer. But you go have fun. You go do it. I'm losing the chat again. Stephanie, what your hidden skill is. Let's see. Pennies. My pop-pop, he always leaves me like nickels and dimes. My dad leaves me quarters. They like to leave change. I keep saying, I was like, can one of my ancestors like drop a 20? Like, can someone drop like, got a lot of spare change over here. It reminds me of TikTok. Spare change, spare change. All right, let's see. I'm losing the chat. I'm losing the chat. I'm going to handle this. I'm going to get this under control. Give me a second. All right, so we have... I've scrolled up too far to garlic hummus. Hold on. Okay. I gotta make a list or something. I'm gonna lose track. Okay, so Stephanie is... There, Stephanie is next. And then... Me, Loon. Uppercase. Where's your twin flame? Okay, so Stephanie and then me, Loon. We're gonna do that, and then Garrett, I saw your question. Then we're gonna make our way. We're like Vanessa Carlton right now. We're making our way downtown, walking fast. Face is past, but we're homebound. We're getting there. I don't know how Rob does this. Got a lot of practice. He does these all the time. I love Rob's lives. I like to go in there and like crack jokes. Your hidden skill. You got Justice coming out with the 7 of Cups in reverse, and then the King of Wands. That's really interesting. There's almost this energy of like mediation or like managerial. It's like you're good at identifying a need for someone, Stephanie, and then matching them with the right person that can like meet that need. There is something about that. There's something about that. It's almost like if someone needs an energy healing, right? As an example, you being able to like scan them and figure out like, okay, do they need like quantum alchemy right now? Or do they need like a Reiki session? Or do they need just therapy? And then being able to like point them in the right direction. Like there is something about that, like a hub. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you. Being able to match like the right client with like the right distributor of a service. Because the King of Wands always makes plans. I always see them as someone that has like maps. They know how to get somewhere, right? It's like, oh, you need to go to this place down here. So make a left, click this email, and then what you need is like right over there. It's almost like a directory. It's kind of funny. It's like a directory. That's really funny. Yeah, and you have the 4 swords out of reverse. You're good at being a catalyst to help people get out of stagnation. To match again, identify their needs and match them with the people that can fulfill those needs and actually get them moving. So they're not sitting in stagnation anymore. That's pretty cool. Okay, girl. Work. That's what I'm talking about. Every time I go back to the chat, it keeps scrolling up to when Sheila said that she's eating garlic hummus, and it's cracking me up. I go to find the next question, it's just like, Sheila's eating hummus. It's just like, it really is, it's making me smile in all the right ways. Okay, so Miloon, you're next. Will you meet someone in the near future? Nasira, Nasira. I love my little Nasira. She's my little baguette. I always forget that's her name on YouTube for some reason. Patrick, just finished the first episode of Ragnarok. Wasn't ready. The one on Netflix? I was gonna watch it, but then I was like, eh. I just finished Apocalypse from American Horror Story, when they have the Antichrist and the witches. You should have seen me. I was like, you're not going anywhere, Antichrist. Just out of control. Out of control. All right, let's see. Meet someone in the near future. All right. So we'll do a yes or no. I'm trying to work my way through Vikings again on Amazon Prime, Patrick, but I've seen it so many times. I think I'm going to go back to Harry Potter. I make like my rounds. I watch all the Harry Potters, and then I'll watch like Game of Thrones all over again, and then I'll watch all of the Hunger Games, and then I'll watch all of Vikings, and then it's like I do this like loop. I do this loop. But I just did American Horror Story. Jupiter's Legacy. I don't know if you watched Jupiter. Vikings. You ever see Vikings? Amazon Prime with actual Ragnar. Ooh, he is so fine. Ooh, and the guy who plays his son, Bjorn, he's actually the guy in the Hunger Games, like the blonde kid. Oh my god, he's so hot. Yes, like 6'4", beard, like biking. Yes, yes. I asked Jesus to put him in the suggestion box for me. It's like, if you ever send me a good one, can it be like one of those ones? I don't know if you heard that prayer. I don't know if you heard that one, but I'll put it in the suggestion box. It can't hurt to ask. It can't hurt. All right, Nasira, let's see. So we're going to ask yes or no in the near future. The Sun or the Empress is a yes. The Moon and the Emperor is a no. And then we'll pull element to see kind of a time frame. I did this on the Patreon in the worker bee, like the spiritual development tier. Dana, you are an angel. You are an angel from heaven. On how to get a yes or no. And you don't have to use, like, the cards I use for yes and for no. But those are the ones I do. I do the Sun and the Empress for yes, and then the Moon and the Emperor for no. And then you can pull a couple of the cards before or after it for like clarifiers. That's funny. They're like, did we just not talk to her about this in her personal reading? Okay, so you got the Emperor and the Moon, but then you have one Empress. So that means in the near future, no, because now it's your time to shine and work on all of the things that like we were talking about. But the Empress is like in the future, yes. In the future, yes, but like you might be thinking near future as like this summer or like again like after like fall, I think like end of fall, like winter, but like this summer, it's the summer. But I think I said it in your reading, it's the summer of Nasira. It's the summer of Nasir. So yes, you are gonna meet someone, but in the immediate future, it's you, it's creation. It's you expanding in your abilities. It's all of that kind of stuff. But you knew that, girl. You knew that. That's why they were like, did we just... I'm like, I know, but she asked, so... Ah! Jeez. God, don't scare me. Okay. Okay. All right, hold on. Hi, Carissa. Thanks for stopping by. All right, hold on. I have to go find. After Nasira and Garrett. Okay. So Nasira, we did Nasira, and then Garrett. Now we have Garrett. Let me scroll. Game of Thrones prequel comes out next spring. They're doing a prequel? Wow. Wow, that's exciting. Kelly Rose. He is fine. He is fine. Drinking sparkling water? Okay. I'm drinking iced coffee. Spiritual Woodsman? What is that? Jupiter Legacy is really good on Netflix too. That is a good superhero one. And then Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth that just came out on Netflix is really, really, really good. I watched all of it in like a night. I know Solmana, Ariel, I know she watched it too. It's good. It's real good. All right, here we go. Garrett, I got you. I have a person who keeps popping up in my dreams, and I'm having a difficult time. I hope he's here. I have a person who keeps popping up in my dreams, and I'm having a difficult time discerning why. Do you have any guidance for me? Thanks. Yes. Okay. It's somebody's higher self. Is it a lady? The energy feels feminine. It might not be like an actual lady, but the energy feels very feminine. It feels like someone's higher self. Huh. It's not one of your guides, but it's someone else's higher self coming in to guide you. Coming in to guide you. There's some kind of energetic connection that's being made. Do you ever like meet someone and you're like, wow, it feels like I've known you forever, right? Because you know them in like a past life or like anything like that. Bye, Steph. It's that kind of energy. So it's like the same thing, but it's happening in your dreams. The King of Wands keeps coming out. Are you playing me a song? They're playing me, I've been working my way back to you, babe. Ba-na-ba-na-na-na-na. I'm working my way back to you, babe. Lovers in reverse. Is this someone that you know? If this isn't someone that you know already, like in this life, and like maybe it didn't work out with, there is like some past life energy coming in. There might be someone in like a former life that the ability to be together, lovers doesn't necessarily have to indicate romantic, but the ability, oh, I'm sorry, uppercase. I'll do you right after this. Interesting. Very interesting. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but there is some kind of like connection that was not able to be seen through in a past life, whether that is friends, like soul tribe, whether it is romantic, like whatever it is, it was not able to like come to fruition in a past life. So you're being reintroduced to the energy now, but in your dreams first. And that kind of energetic connection is being made ahead of time. Ace of Wands, yeah, it's new life. It's new energy coming in for you to integrate. Wands is also really like passionate energy. 9 of Wands too. That's that like wounded warrior. That's like I'm making my way back to you. It's taken me a long time. With the 2 of Pentacles to balance out what was not able. Yeah, 6 of Wands in reverse to balance out what wasn't able to be successful, either previously, like in this life, or in a past life. With the 6 of Cups, that's soulmate energy. Yeah, so whether it's love or whether it's like friends, it's a new connection. Really, it's an old connection is being reestablished in this life. Yeah, Temperance in reverse, and then the 7 of Swords, because there was an imbalance created because of something that created a blockage that made it unable to come to fruition. With the 8 of Pentacles. Working their way back to you, my love. All right, get it, Garrett. I see you. All right, hold on. All right, hidden skill. Hold on. Uno momento, please. Be gentle with me. Where's your twin flame? Okay, uppercase. Y'all next. I'm sorry I missed you. There's a lot of chat, and I'm one little lady. I'm doing it right now. I am as well looking forward to the next Rob and Lauren duo. I might see if he wants to do it for the Capricorn full moon, because I think we did the Scorpio full moon. So I might see if he wants to do it for the Capricorn full moon. But I had a lot of stuff going on. He was moving. There's a lot of action, a lot of stuff. It was really fun. I love him. I was just talking to him yesterday. He's my buddy. I've been working my way back to you, babe. And I'm falling on the inside. Come back here for a second. Where's your twin flame? Okay, well, first thing I want to preface by saying is that not everybody is a twin flame. Not everybody has a twin flame. And oftentimes those that I wish Brooke was here for this conversation because she's an actual twin flame in union. You would actually like her channel. But there are also a lot of times when even if you do have a twin flame, you won't both be reincarnated together. So what I'm actually going to ask for you, Carrie, is if you have if you are a twin flame, if you have a twin flame, because not everybody necessarily does. And a lot of the ones that are twin flames or have twin flames don't come. Yes, soul biosis. That's right. Don't come into union, and oftentimes the ones that do come into union for like business and spiritual development purposes and not necessarily romance. So I'm actually just going to ask if that's even something you need to concern yourself with, right? Because a lot of times a soulmate is just as good. A soulmate is just as good. Emmy Evolving, who is a powerhouse and there's like no other way to define her. She oftentimes talks in her live streams about how she is not with her twin flame. She's been married for like decades to her soulmate and how it's a much better situation for her. So let's just see if you have one to begin with, or if you should be focusing. And labels, we always want to be careful with the labels because they can screw you up. Yeah, so there's the Emperor and the Moon. So those are both, those are no cards confirmed. So don't focus so much on my twin flame. Is this my twin flame? Because sometimes we can do that. We can meet people and then be like, is this my twin flame? Is this my, right? And we get kind of hung up on that. So just think about like love as a universal energy, right? Hi, Corey. Founders of Light. We were just talking about you before. But I will pull an element for you. I'll pull an element for you to see. Oh, you're welcome, Garrett. I was like, I don't even know if he's here and he saw that. But I will pull an element card to see if there is like a time frame at the very least that you can expect perhaps someone to come in for you. Actually, let me do it this way. It's better. What is that? 7 days. That's 10 weeks. So like 2.5 months, like 2.5 to 3 months. In that time frame, you can expect someone because there's the 9 of Wands. Wands are weeks. And then you have the 7 of Swords, and Swords are days. So that's 10 weeks. So like 2.5 to 3 months, you can expect the next contestant to kind of roll on in for you, okay? Kelly, anything my guides want me to focus on during this summer? These are fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing these for you guys. And I will get better at them as time goes on. And thank you, Dana, for helping me keep track. I'm a Pisces, so I'm like, let's see. Sorry. Had to smack her a little bit. Hey guys, I want you to focus on during the summer. So you have the 5 of Pentacles. Focusing on like any lack mindset that you have, or like poverty mindset, or the idea that like you don't have enough, like any of that kind of stuff. Also, don't run away from any like dark or like deep emotions that you have. There's so much it's just like the ocean, right? Think about the ocean. There's so much of the ocean that is unexplored. So many treasures down there that if you allow yourself to kind of process heavier emotions, darker emotions, integrate more of your shadow, that kind of stuff, you're going to realize how resourceful, how strong, and how abundant you really are. And in the book for this deck, they also talk about how peaceful she is, to remain centered and to remain grounded. And there is all of this green energy, so try and spend a lot of time outside. That will help you with your grounding and stuff like that. But try and really dissect any ways in which you are not feeling abundant, any of that kind of stuff. Try and see abundance in different forms, that kind of thing, right? If there's not, say, financial abundance, because sometimes the 5 of Pentacles could talk about like financial loss. Think about an abundance of love, or an abundance of sunshine, or abundance of friendship or support, like whatever it is. Yeah, the Devil in reverse. Redefine some of the narratives you have about what is and is not abundance, what is and is not reciprocation. A lot of the just ideologies that you have, and really kind of rework those narratives. And by doing that, you're gonna upgrade into so much more of a prosperous energy and become so much more magnetized to the things that you do want. And you're going to feel a lot more grounded and centered and peaceful in the process of doing that. Yay, Sheila! Have the best day. Congratulations. Sheila's a graduate. Sheila did it. Sheila did it. Are people arguing? How do we summon Rob? He's a Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Nah, he's a Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Yeah, Dana. He's a Scorpio, Gemini, Aries. Who's next? I think it's P. Is P next? Hold on. Who will I get into a serious commitment with next? Oh. Hi, Selena. Sorry, I'm just catching up. My squirrel brain. Thanks, Corey. Thank you, Corey. He's probably filming a reading right now. Knowing Rob. As we all do. As we all do. Hi, Louise. Okay. I'm gonna have to, we might have to get like a whitewash board and write them down. Okay. You see, I'm stressed. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to skip anyone. Thank God for Dana. All right, who were you going to serious commitment with next? I don't think they're gonna give me a name, but maybe we can get a personality type for you. P and then Rapali. Okay, thank you. You are a sweet angel from heaven. Well, it's like, okay, well, the main priority that I want you to focus on right now is healing your relationship with yourself and creating a greater connection to the divine, because the Hierophant is coming out. There's a 7 of Swords in reverse with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, so that's telling me that you may not be working through some things that happened to you in the past that people did to you, some things that you experienced, potentially even some things that you did as well. There's some karma that needs to be cleared here. Again, whether it's something that you did or whether it's something that occurred to you. So that way, because the Hierophant represents the divine, but it also represents organization, structure, hierarchies. It also represents high levels of commitment. If you want like a higher level of commitment, then these are energies that you're going to have to work through, and you're going to work through them the most successfully and the most efficiently by growing in intimacy, closeness emotionally with the divine, however you define the divine for yourself. Five of Cups, yeah, because there's some regret here. There's some regret here, and there is some, you might feel like you missed like some opportunities with some people. And that happens. That happens. There's the 4 of Cups here too. So even if the divine were to present you with like the perfect person right now, you might not necessarily be able to identify that that's a good person for you. And it's just because there are some things that you still got to work out. Again, whether it's people that didn't do right by you, took advantage of you, whether it's situations that like you were in the wrong end. We've all had whatever it is, that stuff has to get cleared, healed, and worked through. So that way you can reach a real high level of commitment that is very like divinely guided towards you, right? Like you could manifest and call someone in, but it'll just be another temporary situation. It's not going to be like the full Monty like you want, right? So King of Pentacles, stay the course, invest in yourself, invest in your spirituality, do the inner healing work, do the shadow work, and then after that, it's very seek first the kingdom and the rest will be added to you, right? It's like, do that work first, and then what you deserve and what's going to be really good for you for the long haul, that'll stick around and last, like someone that you can build with and not just be with, because Pentacles energy builds, right? That will be presented to you. Okay. Soul Explorer. We'll go back to the rest after live to get, okay. Every woman does need a strong Viking. Thank you. Maybe it's all it's my Celtic heritage. Kelly. This chat's making me hungry for hummus and a Viking, Lordy. You can tell I have a type. All right, hold on. Making my way. Sweet tooth is good. Okay. We did that one. Okay, Rupali. My Libra moon, Aries sun. What is my boss? Currently thinking about my work performance. It's 3 months, old job. If this job will be stable and long lasting. Okay. I think I'm catching up now. Am I catching up? I think I'm catching up. Thank you, Fadi. You're a sweet angel. Am I catching up now, Dana? I think I'm catching. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. And then I think... Sapina, did you ask a question? Saptina? I think you might have asked a question and I missed it. If I did, I'm sorry. And I will roll back and I'll get you. Charlize, our resident den mother. All right. What does your boss think of your job performance? Oh, okay. So we have the Magician. So that's really good. They see you as very resourceful. They see you as very capable. That's nice. It's also card number 1. So there's also something about like square one. Like they know that you don't have a problem like working your way up. Like you respect the chain of command. Judgment. Cool. And they think that you make good judgment calls. You're able to weigh options. You're able to weigh options. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. You don't take unnecessary risks is a lot of what I'm... And the Hermit. And you mind your business. You keep a little bit to yourself. Strength in reverse, though. So, again, they see you as respecting the chain of command, that you make good judgment calls. You're a good judge of character. You're very resourceful. You're very capable. You don't make foolish and reckless decisions. You might be like a little bit of a loner and you might keep to yourself, but for you, that might be just like natural for you. Like maybe you're just kind of like a quiet person. They may see it as you being a little bit insecure or not feeling super confident in your abilities. So I'm actually getting the impression that they want you to be a little bit more outspoken, maybe be a little bit more social, like engage, even if it's like boring small talk, but just like be a little bit more social in the work environment. You might be afraid like that you might not be received well, or you might say something that people might not like take well. The Sun in reverse. Yeah, I think you're just, I don't know if you have like social anxiety. Temperance though, you can balance that out really quickly. You bring a lot of balance to the workplace though. There might be a lot of big personalities. You might not get like a word in edgewise, but you bring a lot of balance. And it's the Ace of Wands is here too. So it seems like it'll be stable for you. Because aces are beginnings and wands are new energy. It's passion, it's enthusiasm. So it seems like you'll be able to stick around for a little while and do a good job. And your work is very much appreciated. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he sees you being very resourceful. All of the cards in terms of like the quality of the work you do, they're all there. Like it's supported, it's good, it's encouraged. He just might want you to be like a little bit like more friendly, like social, like small talk, like a little bit more like personable. You might be just like all work, right? And like to let a little bit more of your personality shine through. That's all. But the quality of your work is great. Let's see. All right, hold on. Okay. Septina, and then Amanda, and then Corey, and then Lisa. So let's see. Yeah, just mind your business. Yeah, try and be a little bit more social. The work you're doing is great. Just try and be a little bit more social. All right, Septina. Let me find your question, girl. Oh, bye, Garrett. I think he left quite a minute ago. All right, let me find you. Yeah, I'm not seeing your question. Can you ask it again? I'm sorry, I'm scrolling. I'm trying to find it. I'm gonna keep scrolling for a second. I'm determined. Yeah, can you just ask your question again, love? I'm sorry, I can't find it in the chat. Bird is the word. 3 little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came around like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sunrise. Okay, I had to like write myself a little list. Okay. If I upload my old and possibly future voice work crime stories. Oh, that's fun. Will I see monetization within 6 months? I did this before for someone else. That's why I asked for a specific timeline. Okay, cool. Let's do classic. Let's do a yes or no. That's cool. Voice for crime stories. That's really cool. I'll watch it. That's different. I like that. Well, I mean, these are not the confirmation cards, but I just saw the Chariot, the Hierophant, and Justice all come out straight in a row. So that's pretty nice. Feels like a good omen. They're really making us work for it. Maybe sometimes it feels wrong, but it's alright. Star the Magician. Oh, they're really making us. Oh, the Empress. Okay, so yes. And the Sun. Yeah. Yeah, it looks so. Within 6 months? Yeah. With the 10 of Pentacles as the last card that came out at the very top of my stack here. Do, girl. Get it, girl. You only need 1,000. That's all. That's all. Okay. Get on with your bad self. Okay. All right. And then, who's the last one on your list? Carissa? Carissa. So, I'm gonna stop it after Carissa for right now. And then after Carissa, we'll see where we are. Because what do I have? I have Amanda, Corey, Lisa, MMG, Bank, and then Carissa. So I'm going to leave that 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to leave the next 5 as is, and then we will see where we're at after that. Because I don't want anyone waiting too long, and I just want to make sure, you know. Because we've been here, I don't know, like almost 2 hours. So yeah, so we'll cut it off after that, and then we'll see where we are. I might end the list at that today, and then maybe tomorrow, Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday and all the weeklies are done, so I might come back on tomorrow morning and do more of these for you guys. Like death in reverse. They're like, yeah, after that list you're finished, Lauren. Finality. I'm like, okay. So let's see. Okay, Amanda, let me find your question, my lovey pie. Now that 3 little bird. I know you're probably talking about Bob Marley, but they're giving me the Corey Bailey Ray. Baby, sometimes. Amanda. Aha, I found you. Aha, I got you. Would love some thoughts on my new job. Would love to excel, but want to keep my health in check as well. That is very responsible of you. That is very responsible of you. They're showing me like little lights everywhere. Thank you. Something about like little bursts of inspiration. You might get like a lot of ideas and get really excited and want to do like everything all at once, and that could kind of spill you into burnout. Could be something like that. But it's like a very exciting energy. They're playing that, what's that, Fireflies? The 10 million fireflies. They're also saying that your calling will make room for you, so don't feel like you have to be like overly like competitive, right? Like outwork or outrank or be extra productive from like than other people. It's that kind of thing. Your calling will make room for you, like your work speaks for itself. Eight of Wands. So communication. Perhaps in your dreams, I don't know if you're having funny dreams. They may be sending you messages on how to work smarter and not harder, or some kind of skill or ability you have that may be being underutilized, and they might be presenting that to you in your dreams. There are a lot of cardinals up here, and cardinals talk a lot about family as well. Aw, thanks, Ariel. So sweet. What's this? Strength in reverse. I don't know if you're sleeping well. You might want to change up your sleep schedule a little bit, like go to bed a little bit earlier, like that kind of thing. Because it feels like there's more energy that you're like outputting during the day than you may be realizing. So you might just, yeah, just be mindful of burnout. And again, you don't have to overwork yourself because your work speaks for itself and your calling will make room for you. It actually may be more impressive for you to kind of pace yourself and have the quality of your work be a little bit higher than the amount. It's like quality over quantity. 2 of Cups in reverse. I don't know. Are you having a hard time making friends there? I'm wondering. I feel like you're almost having like the opposite of Fatty's problem. Like, Fatty needs to like be more social at work. And I just heard them say like, don't worry, you're not there to make friends. Like there is something about that. Because you do have the Chariot. So that looks like a lot of success. That's a lot of success, and that's a lot of, like, mobility moving forward. There's, like, mobility, but it's also they're going like this, like, ability to have, like, promotion as well. So it looks like you are succeeding really well. If for some reason, if you're, like, at the new kid on the block, right, because you just started it, and it's, like, you're not being invited out for, like, the lunchtime. Like, don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, and see how she's, like, kind of... I was doing this before, right? I was doing this before. Allow yourself to kind of, allow your work to shine through. Just make sure you're getting enough sleep. Do that. You don't have to burn yourself out or keep up with anyone else. Or don't get self-conscious if you're, like, not in the group yet, right? Because you're not there technically to make friends. And they'll warm up to you. They're saying they'll warm up to you. But it looks like you're actually going to, like, excel really quickly. So you might actually see, like, even, like, a promotion or something kind of, like, within the next, like, 6 months, like, earlier than you would expect. That sort of energy. Okay. But you're doing good. You've been seeing them ever. You've been seeing Cardinals ever. Good. Good. That's confirmation for you then. That makes me happy. Yeah. Don't worry about making friends. Just go in there, do your job, kick ass. It looks like you might even kind of exceed some of the people that have already been there for a while. And that actually may be why they're not pushing, like, make a bunch of friends, like, be super social, like, kind of like the opposite of what Fadi's advice was, because you might actually outrank some of those people, like, within the next 6 months. So, good for you. We keep forgetting it's Mercury retrograde. I know. I can't forget. Normally, I kind of sail through Mercury retrograde, but not this one. This one has been abusive. Thank you, Septina. You're sweet. Thank all of you guys who have super chatted and donated and sent me PayPal. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. All right. Corey. Let me see. Let me find your question. Did you ask a question? No, I think you super chatted and you wanted a question, but I don't think you asked it yet. What's your question, love? Bye, Kizzy Cat. Thank you. Come again. Oh, you want a message from the birds? Oh, okay. I understand. Something about this card at the bottom of the deck is sticking out to me. Like, there should be, like, a other little half of this. Like, you might be having a little case of the lonelies. Or, I'm just looking at this other bird, because this feels like you. I'm looking at this bird, looking at you, and you not paying attention to this bird. So, I don't know if there might be someone trying to, like, get your attention. And you're, like, very busy, like, looking for, like, something. Like, you're in mystery school, like, feels like someone wants your attention. You're not giving them your attention. I don't even think you realize that somebody wants your attention. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You're very, like, it feels like you're very focused right now on, like, your process, like, what you're doing. What you're doing. And it's funny because it's like there's this key. You're, like, a little bit immovable. You're a little bit immovable. That's kind of funny. That's funny. It's making me giggle a little bit. Seven of Wands in reverse. That's funny too, because you're not guarded. It doesn't feel like you have like a wall up around you. It doesn't feel like you're guarded. Like, it doesn't feel like you have like a defenseman. It's not even like that. I actually think that might be frustrating, like this little bird. It's not even like, oh, it's his inner child. Like, it's not even like that. It's just like you're so in your process. Like, it's like a crush. It's like, it's like when you're, do you know when you're in elementary school and they give you shoe boxes to decorate, and then it's like, you put like a little Valentine in like someone's, like, that they're just like, but they like can't, it's like someone put a Valentine in your box, but you won't even open up the box to like check for your Valentines. It's like, it's kind of cute, but I also like feel the frustration. And also, I mean, it could also be Tower moment in reverse. They having a hard time with it. They're having a hard time with it. This could also potentially be, like someone wanting to like work with you, or like wanting like you to participate in like a project, or like get you to work with them on like something for their channel or something like that, and you're like not responding to that. It could also be that kind of energy as well. But it's not like someone's like sweet on you. It could also be, it's just like making me blush. It could also be someone like wanting to work with you, and perhaps you kind of sense that they want less to work with you and more for you to help them create like mobility, like in their work or their platform. And so you could just kind of be like ignoring it, like that kind of. That's happened to me a few times. King of Cups. King Cups in reverse. They might actually think that you're like a little, like, cold. A little bit cold. A little bit. Like a little emotionally shut down. Almost like, I thought he was like really spiritual. Like, I thought he had a big heart. But like, can't he see? Like, that I want, like, it's like a little bit of that energy. Aww. But you know, I have a fire moon. I have a Sagittarius moon, and I have like first house fire. I have Jupiter fire. I have a lot of fire. I have Venus fire. So like, there's a part of me that's like the petty part of me is like, well, no response is a response. Like, but that's the petty part of me. That's the part of me that Jesus is still working on. So it's a little funny. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. That's so funny. You're Leo, Sag, Leo. Yeah, my moon's in Sag. It's a little bit of disbelief because I feel like this person, Queen of Wands, is like very like attractive. It's like very confident. It's the second most intuitive queen after the Queen of Cups, because the Queen of Cups rules the water realm, right? Which is the subconscious. It's intuition. It is emotions, like all of that stuff. So it's almost like this person's like, but I'm all that in a bag of chips, but like you ain't hungry. That's whether it's business or pleasure, if someone were to get you to work on a project or collaborate or even romantic, whatever it is, I would suspect they would almost like have to come forward like as a Queen of Cups in order to get you to turn your cups upright, or come through as like a high priestess energy. Like they're, because, you know, this is like ego stuff, and like you are kind of like ascended path, like you can recognize someone's like ego or shadow, but it is frustrating for them because they might be quite like whimsical to other people, like get other people to work with them, collaborate with them, like date them, like all of that kind of stuff. So there is a little bit of that, but that's part of the intrigue. Queen of Swords. Now they're getting sassy. Don't you yell at me, these cards. Try Jesus. Don't try me. Yeah. Which is almost like making it worse for them, because it's almost like now you're a challenge. Like, I gotta get him to work with me. Like, I gotta get him to That's good luck with that. Good luck with that. Now, Corey. Look at this, the Emperor in reverse. And then the Ace of Swords. You better, yeah, humility, yeah. The High Priestess is a passive energy. They know all, like, their power, their abilities, like, their strength. Like, they know it all comes from the divine. It's the same thing with the Queen of Cups, right? And knowing you from your videos and stuff like that, you've been through a lot of shit. So it's, like, super strong personalities, adversity. Like, there's not an adversity that, like, you haven't faced. So it's, like, whether, again, business or pleasure, someone that would resonate with you would be someone that is, like, more flowing, more gentle, more, like, nurturing, that kind of thing. Because those are elements, especially because you have a lot of fire in your chart. Those are elements that, like, you need. You know what I mean? So, good luck to whoever that is. Good luck. Good luck. That is hysterical. That is absolutely hysterical. I'll end it after Ariel. I want to make sure we get to Ariel. Oh, good, buddy. Welcome to the Honeycomb. That's absolutely hysterical. I really needed to have a good giggle. I really needed a good giggle. Okay, let's see. Lisa? Yeah, we have Lisa. Let me find your question, Lisa. Oh, that's so funny. I needed a giggle. That's great. Oh, man. All right. Let me find you, girl. It's going to take me a minute. It's a lot of scrolling. Oh, here we go. I found you. Aw, you keep getting better and better. Thank you. Jeanette, they just played the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. All things just keep getting better. You bring out the best in me. Can you tell me the next step for my documentary that guidance wants me to do? I have no financing, etc. Okay. I just heard, like, benefactors, beneficiaries. And they're showing me, like, crowdsourcing, like, crowdfunding, like, GoFundMe, like that kind of thing. You might want to create, like a storyboard or, like, a presentation, like, that kind of thing, and put it up, like, around social media. Facebook, for some reason, seems like a good place for you to put it. And start, like, a GoFundMe so that way you could crowdsource for the financing, which I also think will draw in, like benefactors that can also come and help, right? Kind of like producer type energies. And I'm also hearing pitch it. You never know who will be interested. Page of Swords, yeah. So this is about being a little bit clever and a little bit resourceful and, like, researching information. How much financing are you going to need? Is there a way to get people to volunteer services, right? Like, maybe there are people that are in school for film development, and by helping you, somehow they could be able to get college credits for it. Like, there's like a researching, like, being clever. It's very Fox energy as well. Being clever and kind of working, finding a way, right? When there's a will, there's a way. And again, they're saying, like, crowdfunding, GoFundMe, stuff like that. Or there might be people that would be interested in helping you and working with you, even if it was, like, for free, right? It seems like there are a lot of costs that actually can be avoided with the participation of people that have a similar objective and interest as you do in whatever your documentary is. The wheel is coming out in reverse, which just tells me that it might seem a little bit, not more trouble than it's worth, but, like, more of a headache than you're really wanting it to be. It's the idea of, like, wanting everything to, like, kind of fall like a little bit just like in place for you, but you're gonna have to like get your hands like a little bit more dirty, like a little bit nitty gritty about it. Six of Cups though, that's really nice. In the pursuit of it, you're actually gonna make a lot of really good connections. Networking is gonna be your best friend. Crowdfunding and networking are going to be your best friends right now. And I love in the Six of Cups, there are these rabbits, and rabbits talk a lot about fertility, right? And fertility breeds abundance. So I would network. I would start making friends. I would start posting stuff on Facebook. Make yourself like a storyboard, like that kind of stuff, and start putting that up. King of Cups, that's really nice. Also, maintain your like emotional composure through the ups and downs of the process. There are going to be times when you're going to want to give up. There's going to be times when you're not going to see a solution. There's going to be, you know what I mean? There's going to be blocks. There's going to be closed doors, right? But when the world gives you a closed door, through faith and perseverance, you can make a window and you can climb through that, okay? So don't lose heart and maintain the vision, because if you, and why you're doing it. If a person has their why, they can suffer anyhow. Does that make sense? So that's what I would do. Make a storyboard, put together a GoFundMe, some crowdfunding, network your ass off, because these connections that you're going to make through networking not only are going to help you in the promotion of this when it's finished, but also in helping you get assistance in doing it. Yes? Very good. Very good. All right. Here we go. Mr. Bank, what's the best advice for me from Spirit? Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, everyone who's donating and everything. You guys are so sweet to me. Bye, Corey. Have a good day. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for stopping by and hanging. Honey bun. Is that a song? Sugar pie, honey bun. You know that I love you. Oh, I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. All right. Hold on. Here we go. Best advice. Yeah, Temptations. They keep playing me like old Motown, Temptations, like stuff like that. I've been working my way back to you. Who's that? That was Garrett's song? That was Garrett's song. So funny. They play me a lot of rap music too. Coming out the other side, Banks, you have the wheel. You have the wheel coming upright. It's also card number 10, which talks about like a cycle, an external cycle completion. So it feels like you're actually wrapping up a karmic cycle right now, and you're coming out the other end. You are represented by this little ant, which is sweet. Ants, for me, talk a lot about collaboration with the divine. And there is something about, like, his little head is pointed up to the sky. So there's this, like a surprise or like a moment of like awe. Like, you ever have those moments and you're like, you did not just do that. It's like kind of one of those. Something that's also going to help you continue to maintain momentum, because you might have been in a season where things would like start and stop and start and stop. Yeah, yeah. Burdens. Burdens, burdens. 10 of Wands. Also, Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold is coming in as well. Do not feel the need to, like, savor anything from the past. Only keep as a souvenir. of the past, right? If it's adding beauty, if it's adding value, if it's helping you continue to build moving forward, cool. But don't keep anything from the past as a souvenir if it's only going to cause you more burdens, add more stuff onto your plate moving forward. Because the idea is wanting to have both of your hands kind of free and clear so God can bless you in both of them. It's that kind of energy. The Lovers. Okay. With the Seven of Wands. With the Seven of Wands in reverse. So that's nice. So again, this is almost like this all moment. Someone else had this before. I don't remember who, but if it's like, it's not a trick. Like it's that kind of energy. Don't be defensive against any blessings or any good things that want to come in for you. Because of feelings of unworthiness, or sometimes we get very comfortable in being uncomfortable and being disappointed. So yeah, I thought it was we can get very comfortable in being disappointed, and that's almost like our normal resting place. So be mindful not to self-sabotage any good situations if you're not sure if something is like the real deal, or if it was that. Thank you, Soul Explorer. I was like, I knew it was for one of you. If it's the real deal, or if it's like fool's gold, just pray on it. Ask for confirmation. God always sends confirmation. He usually sends it in threes. So you can even ask for something like specific and wait for it. Send me a blue butterfly, like whatever resonates for you. But he always sends confirmation. He always sends it in threes. Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, make sure you're not, because it feels like there's new, like new. Yeah, because I'm seeing the Seven of Swords, and I'm seeing the Devil on the split. Don't project the sins of the past onto an innocent future. And what the fuck was that? There's a wasp. Sometimes life stinks. Sometimes shit happens, but don't project the sins of the past onto an innocent future, or onto perhaps new people that are coming in for you that didn't do anything, right? Like separate that, because that is also a way that you can carry burdens and souvenirs that don't serve you into the future. Does that make sense? So just be open. You're coming out the other side of like a bit of a long go of it, but things are like going in your favor. Not every door is a door you should walk through, right? There can be that temptation kind of energy. So just ask for confirmation if you're not sure, but keep an open heart and keep an open mind simultaneously, and allow yourself to experience good things. You've experienced enough hardship. You've experienced enough struggle. Like, sooner or later, the pendulum has to swing in the other way for you. So allow it to. Allow it to. Carissa, wanting to find out what I can do next to keep building my wealth and follow my life path. That's very practical of you. Are you into cryptocurrency? Are you into like Bitcoin? That just came in my mind. I'm still like iffy on like cryptocurrency, but it just popped in my mind. If that's something that you're thinking about doing. They're also showing me spreadsheets. I am not particularly financially literate. I took geometry twice. Bye Dee Dee, thank you. I took geometry twice, if that tells you anything about how good I am at math. I had to take shapes twice. Yeah, they're showing me like spreadsheets and stuff like that, stocks. That might be like investments. It feels like investments they want you to focus on, but they're saying not too much. Don't over-invest, and don't invest in like volatile stocks. I'm not really sure what that means, but like almost like, what do they call them? Like help, like blue chips, like blue chip stocks, like toilet paper, like toothpaste, like stuff that people will always need, stuff that won't pay you out right now, but will continue to build because they're just Dana, do you see me? But are like necessities that over time they are reliable sources of income, not volatile stocks, not like trendy, like that, not that kind of thing. Things that are reliable. Do you see me? I just had a like short circuit. I'm like, what's the word? Yeah, feminine projects. Yeah. Yeah, because look, there's the Seven of Swords, and then there's the Magician in reverse, which is like trickster energy. You might be thinking about getting like a financial like advisor if you don't already have one. If you have one, pay attention to what they're suggesting that you do, because they may be suggesting that you do things that are more in their interest than yours. And this came out exactly when I was saying about like trendy stocks and stuff like that. Again, reliable investments, and also do not over invest. So don't put too much of like a big chunk into it all at once. Like go kind of piecemeal at a time, get your feet wet. And again, it doesn't feel like you are requiring like a big payout right now. Not something that is going to feel like the lottery. Stuff that will continue to sustain you over a long amount of time. Also, there's things about real estate. Real estate, it could be potentially a very good investment for you. 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, don't overburden yourself. Don't overburden yourself. 4 of Swords in reverse. It feels like now it's a good opportunity for you to do it. So with the 4 of Swords, they're like, don't sleep on it. Like, don't, you know, it's like a good opportunity. Take advantage of it. But don't overinvest yourself. Don't overburden yourself or overstretch yourself financially in the pursuit of investment. And whatever you are investing in, whether it's real estate or just make sure it's something that is sustainable. Even if it doesn't pay you out now, it'll pay you out later. Okay? Very good. Hi, Jillian. Hello to anyone that is here and I did not get to say hello to. I'm still figuring out how Rob does this, like, once a week. It's fun, though. Like, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys are having fun. I hope these are serving you well. I hope you're enjoying them. But I'm like, there's a lot going on. But hello to anyone that came in and I didn't get to personally say hello to you. And thank you to everyone who donated in Super Chat, whether it was here or over on Venmo or PayPal. I saw the little things pop up. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. You're doing great. I really thrive off of positive reinforcement. Sometimes my angels will like criticize me and they'll be like, you know, you need to do this. I'm like, you know, I really thrive off of positive reinforcement. I was captain of my cheerleading squad, so like I'm really like a give me an A, like kind of girl. So let me see. And then I have Ariel, my sweet little Ariel. And I think you're last. Yeah, you're last, but you're certainly not least. I got my little diffuser on right now. What do my guides have to say about me quitting my job, homeschooling my kids, and finding another income source? Human questions today. You know what's so funny is I saw the word human and I immediately thought human design. I told you would, I mean, and this is not even psychic, maybe it's psychic stuff, but it's just me stuff. I think if you, like, really studied human design, I feel like you'd be a really good human design coach. Because you're really good, like, again, like, managerial, like that. Like, you'd be really good at that. Thanks, Patrick. It's a long-ass live stream, too. Been on for over 2 hours. I feel like you do super long live streams. The boys are really, like, woo. Try to keep up with you fellas. Corey does long live streams too. The girls. All the girls are like, we're going to do like a 20-minute video and then we're out. Like, damn. Hot diggity damn. So let's see. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. I'm just catching some of these old Corey said that he pleads the fifth. That's hysterical. He definitely had the funniest reading of the day. I've been working my way back to you, babe. I'm gonna eat after this. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. I'm gonna eat my leftover Chinese food. Chicken dumplings. And Singapore, my fun. Oh my god, yeah. I forget who was in here. Hi, Anna. I did like a little live stream. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago. And Eve, Eve Mystic was in here, and we were talking about the live stream that you did the other night, and I like popped in, but then you were spitting some real hard truths for me, and I was in the bathroom, and I was just like, how does he know that? And I just like clicked off your live stream, and I just like went back to what I was doing. I was like, God damn it, Patrick, you gotta hit me so hard. How'd you know that? That is a wounding for me. I was like, fuck. Shit, he's good. Damn it, he's good. You got me. You got me. Oh, here we go. Let's see, Ariel. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles. So I feel like they're telling you don't make any sudden movements. Like, no, it's good. It's just because you're really, really good at your job. I was like, how did he know? Like, I was like, I knew I shouldn't come in this damn live stream. So listen, Ariel, it feels as though it's preparation and there's strategy that wants to go on for you right now, regardless of what it is that you want to do, because obviously you don't want to do your job, like whatever it is. But there's balancing that needs to happen here. If you just quit right now, that it wouldn't work out great. So kind of balancing between spiritual and practical matters. Like, for instance, if there's something else you want to do, whether it's human design, whether it's spiritual energy work, like whatever it is that you want to do, the summer is a really good time for you to figure out, to prepare for it, to figure out a schedule between homeschooling and what it is that you're like, take the summer and also enjoy yourself, because they've been throwing you through the ringer. 10 of Wands. Like, you're already, again, you already have some burdens, girl. Like, they already have been throwing a lot of shit at you. So allow yourself to, like, enjoy the summer. Like, figure out a plan, strategize, like, do that kind of thing, right? So that way, come the fall, if you do want to change your job over to something else and you want to start homeschooling, and I do agree with you, I do feel like they want you to homeschool, you already have a plan and a strategy, and you're not overburdening yourself because you already have a modality, you already have a schedule, you already know how you're going to do it before it even starts. So that way it's more of a, do you see my nose going? It's more of like a streamlined process. They don't want to, yeah, there's a Fool in reverse. It's like, no sudden movements. It's like, don't do anything rash right now. We're still in retrograde season. Just like, just chill out. Just like, enjoy your summer. Yeah, look, the Lovers, it's like, just feel the love, all vibes. Just like, plan, strategize, get your ducks in a row over the summer. Enjoy the hubby, like, enjoy your kids. 7 of Pentacles, start investing in what you want to see in the future, but don't like pull the rug out from underneath you before like you planted some of these seeds a little bit deeper in the ground. Look, because you have the Magician after that, which is like, you can do it, you can put your back into it, but you also don't want to hurt your back. So like, just, you know what I mean? It's like slow and steady wins the race. And the split, and then there's Justice there. So like, it is gonna, look, and the Queen of Cups. It's all going to work out for you, but plan, strategize, create a schedule for yourself. Figure out how you want to do the new work that you're moving into, with balancing homeschooling your kids with also having time to be like a whole person and like enjoy your husband and like all of that. Do you know what I mean? There's even collectively, there's this big thing about like, after we go through these huge waves of ascension, needing to kind of come back in and go back to like being like normal, but like our new normal, integrated with our higher selves. Does that make sense? I hope that makes all the steps I didn't take when I quit my job. I didn't take any of those steps when I quit my, I mean, that's not necessarily true. Like, I had my YouTube, I had my Patreon, I had like personal, like I had that, but I didn't like plan, like I had no safety net. Like, I did not do that. I was on a conference call with a client last night. They were like, I'm gonna quit my job, and I was like, ooh, but like, wait a minute. Like, I was like, wait just a minute, like, before you do that. Like, so, yeah, so figure out a plan. And also, I'm seeing, like, research. Like, they're showing me you, like, at the computer, you, like, writing stuff down, like, you reading book, like, there's, like, a research thing, like, kind of thing. Because, again, don't forget, you're a projector. Like, you need to do all of the research. You wish you could highlight questions? Oh my god, I'm so far away. Come back. Come back! Thank you, Quantum Bliss. Thank you, love. Patrick, these are for you. After ages fiddling with a mouse, trying to find a crown, I discovered there's so search. Pat gets all the flowers. You lost connection? I'm sorry. And I got sucked into another job. Yeah. There's a purpose in that, though. There's a purpose in that. Thank you, Annam. I did not let my fear stop me. It slowed me down a little bit, though. But... okay, that confirms what they're telling me. So basically the same exact message. Listen to me! I'm working from home now, but I always do everything out of order. I'm a manifesting generator. That's what we do. I'm a manifesting generator too. I was talking to Ariel about it. Yeah, we're all done with the questions, so we can sit and hang out and chit chat for a minute before we wrap up. I did that whole human design like video, and I was like, I'm a manifestor, and then I went back and I re-looked at my chart, and I realized that you're supposed to put in your birth time as in like military time, and so I put in my birth time as 8:04, like 8:04 p.m. But that's not the time. It should be 20:04 p.m. for my real birth time. So I'm a manifesting generator. So I actually got my whole human design chart wrong, and like my authority changed from like ego to sacral, and I was reading it, and the sacral authority is like the only one that's audible. It's like the no, like, and I realized like I do that all of the time when like I don't want to do something. I'm like no, like it's just so instinctual. But that helped me figure it out. There's a lot of really good if you're on TikTok, there's a lot of good human design coaches on TikTok that make like really like good little kind of concise videos that explain it, and they've been helping me. Like what is it? It's like Ariel, you know her name. I sent her your channel. It was like it's like basic bitch design or like something. It's like a horrendous name. But she was talking about manifesting generators and how there's no such thing as like a niche, like an individual niche for a manifesting generator. They have umbrella niches, which makes sense for me because if I'm like stuck with just doing like one thing, I get bored and I'll give up on it, which makes sense why I do the tarot, but I also do the energy clearings, and I do like the spiritual warfare, and I'm doing like the spiritual development teaching classes, and like manifesting generators have like umbrella niches. They're like good multitaskers, which makes sense because I get bored. I get bored. So I like to be like doing different stuff. So I'll like do the YouTube readings, and then I'll do personals, and then I'll do like written spreads for like the Instagram or like the Twitter. Like I like to mix it up. Variety is the spice of life. Hey, Ginger, the original queen of chaos. Yeah, you can just if you just type in like human design chart, you can do your body graph chart. It's just like doing your birth chart. It's really cool. It's very interesting. Unless you're gonna like buy the breakdown of your body graph chart, just take the individual pieces and Google them. I'm the queen of getting around shit like that. Just Google them. The one thing that I did learn on TikTok from a human design coach is in your body graph chart, there'll be like an arrow on one of the sides, depending on how it points. And if it points to the left, then it means that you're a specific manifester, which means that like if you want to bring something and you want to manifest something, be specific about it. And I realized that happens for me. I'm like, oh, like I wish like, I had tacos tonight. I'll be like, oh, well, whatever. And next thing I know, like, someone will bring home tacos. Be like, it's taco night. I'm like, sweet. Like, oh, I don't want to go to the store and get wine, like, whatever. And then someone will bring home wine. And I'll be like, oh, awesome. That's great. Like, you know, like, whatever it is. Oh, I hope I get another Patreon this week. Like, someone new subscribes to the Patreon. And then, boom, like, it'll right? You know what I mean? I just think, like, something specific. And then it's, like, a passing thought. And I let it go. And then it comes in. Whereas if the arrow points to the right, then you're, like, a general manifester. So it's, like, don't pick things that are specific, pick more of like a feeling that you want to encompass or embody, and that's how the manifestation will come in for you. Five books you read in cycles. I'm rereading the Odyssey right now. I like to read the classics. So me, and even though I haven't read my book in like 4 days, so Odysseus is just like stuck at sea. He's just stuck at sea right now until I open it. Until I reopen it. Food, I manifest food all the time. All the time. And I'll do something so specific, like I ordered Chinese food yesterday, which I'm going to go eat very shortly, and I'm just like, ooh, I hope they give me chopsticks. And then I thought in my head, I was like, I hope they give me an extra, because sometimes they forget, and I like to eat my Singapore my fun. I like to eat it with chopsticks. And I was like, ooh, I hope they give me an extra set of chopsticks. And I just forgot about it. And then I got my food and I was like, oh, 2 chopsticks. Like, I was so excited. I was just elated over a second set of chopsticks. I'm a complicated woman, but I have simple needs. So typically so general. Maybe that's why it doesn't really work out for me. You gotta look at your chart. I'm specific, so I'm like, I want this specific thing. But it always comes in as like a passing thought. It's never something that I like, time I hyper focus on anything, they're like, nope. You like spreadsheets and sitting for hours. And why do I always get messages to let my team know what I want? Don't be afraid to ask. That's been coming up in a lot of the readings as well. It's like, just ask for what you want. And I keep getting this message that a lot of times we don't get like what we're asking for. It's because we're asking too small. And it's like, you can ask for anything. It doesn't mean they'll answer every request or prayer, but like, you can ask for anything. So like, I would like a 6'4" Viking, please. I might one day end up with a 5'9" Irishman, but like, I want a 6'4" Viking, right? So it's like, reach for the stars. I'll still land in a cloud somewhere. It's just like, you know, I don't know. I need a chart or do it. Lazy Grace over here to have it. It's just a Google away, my love. Mine doesn't have any manifesting arrows. Are you sure? No wonder. Well, maybe that's because you're a projector, though. That might be why. Everything, as a projector, everything is just like, it's just brought to you and then you accept the invitations. I also do spreadsheets for hours. I used to own my own accounting business, so I get everyone asking me to help with their spreadsheets. Poor girl. Hey, beautiful soul sister. Going to listen to some music and organize my new digs. Aw, hi, Julie. Thanks for stopping by. Trust is so key. I'm learning. I love it so much. I feel that getting excited about the little manifestation serves to fuel more and more manifestation. Appreciation is key. Absolutely. Absolutely. Little in-between blessings. I don't understand the invitations thing. So it's like, it's annoying because we don't like to wait for anything, right? But it's like, I feel like when I looked into your chart, it was very much of a researching every possible outcome or opportunity or option. That's a big hawk. So that confirms that. Just like researching the shit out of everything. So that way when people are like, hey, would you like to do this? Hey, would you like to work here? Hey, have you ever thought about that? You already have all of the background information. And then you can choose out of which invitation you want. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you had an invitation to like 5 parties this weekend, but you already knew who was having a party. So you were like, okay, well, I know these people are having parties. I don't know if they're going to invite me, but like, I know this person has a pool and this person makes really good food, but that person has a frozen margarita machine. So, you know what I mean? So that way, like when they all come in, you already know like what you want to do and like where you want to go. So for everyone else, it looks like you very seamlessly made a decision. But for you, it's like you put a lot of thought into it. You're like, you make it look easy, even though it's not behind the scenes for you. I don't want to manage other people's money. I know. That's a new home, and new security system. You're a projector too, Dana. Basically about waiting for the right opportunities to learn new things you're interested in. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a manifesting generator, so I'm just like, I have a new idea. I'm going to drive it home. And I'll wait until I completely exhaust myself, and then I'll stop for 4 days. And then I'll think of a new idea, and then I'll drive it down the course. And then I'm like a workhorse. I'm like, I was talking to Ariel the other day. I was like, I'm basically like a buffalo. I'm like a buffalo. But my ideas have to be like divinely inspired. Any ideas that like I come up with, because I'm like, ooh, I'm so clever, they don't work out. It has to be like God telling me to do something. And I'm like, I don't want to do it. And they're like, do it. I'm like, it seems like a lot of work. And they're like, do it. And I'm like, fine. And then I'm like, oh, I like this. Okay. Hit up all the potties. Swim before you eat, though, or you'll have to wait. Unless you're an extremely buoyant woman, then you'll just float to the surface. I'm pretty buoyant. I went to swim camp. But I'm afraid of heights, though, so I wouldn't jump off the diving board. But who needs to do it? Like, when in my life am I going to need to jump off a diving board? Like, I'm not jumping off a lot of cliffs here, you know? I don't know. Swim before you eat. Oh, man. All right, y'all. I think we're going to pack it in. I think we put in like a good 2.5 hours. Good for us. Good for us. We did a good job today. Thanks, everyone, for coming and hanging out. I hope I was able to help you with your questions. Dana, thank you so much for all of your help today. If you need anything, you hit me up. If you need anything, you hit me up, and I got you. We very much appreciate you. I love you all. We're loving the Hush Tarot. We're loving it. 4:30. So in an hour and a half, the Leo reading comes out, which is very interesting. It's a very interesting reading. But the Leo reading comes out in an hour and a half. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to check out Dana's channel, the Pink Peony Oracle. She also does all the zodiac readings. She's phenomenal. Brooke from Empress in Duality, especially you guys that are interested in like twin flames and stuff like that. She is in union. So make sure you check out her channel. Make sure you check out Real Crook, Patrick's channel, Corey's channel, Founders of Light. He gave us the funniest read of the day today. Make sure you check out all of their channels. Soul Mana, make sure you check her out on Instagram. We got very talented bees in the comb. All right? Very good. I love you guys very much. I appreciate you very much for hanging out with me, allowing me into your energy to read for you. For you guys get me stuff off my wish list for your donations. That's so much fun. So hopefully we'll come back on and we'll do this sometime soon. As always, thank you. Come again. And I will see you guys later.